Hey Earth Defenders and World Warriors, welcome back to Arash English Academy. Stuck using the same old words like green or polluted? Want to sound smarter and truly understand the language of our planet? Buckle up! Today we're diving into 5 advanced words relating nature and environment. My name is Arash, and on this video we are going to learn these 5 words. These are not just fancy words, these are words that make you sound more native, natural, and if you use them, you even can shock native speakers. We are going to talk about shocking pollution secrets, breathtaking wilderness, and how you can make a difference. So, if you're enthusiastic, follow along. Eco-conscious means environmentalist, like an activist. Sludge is a thick and wet mud. Landscape painting is painting a landscape, as you will see in the following. Uninhabited means unpopulated, unsettled, and bountiful means plentiful. First, we have a story coming up. In this story, I'm going to use all 5 words. Eco-conscious Sarah dreamed of saving the planet, so she joined a cleanup of the supposedly pristine Blue River. So far, so good. Wading in means moving in mud. Her boot sank into thick, toxic sludge. You will see what a sludge is, hidden beneath the clear surface. The water was lethally polluted. It means it was deadly polluted. Okay, something bad happened. Toxic sludge, death coming, apparently. A quiz question. I have quizzes for smart audiences. Since I know my audience is smart, I always plan quizzes in my presentations. More people are becoming blank and choosing to cycle to work instead of driving. Well, people who choose to cycle, they tend not to drive, apparently. So, they care about environment. They are environmentalists, and they are eco-conscious. Eco-conscious. They're conscious of ecology. So now you see ecology, conscious. It turns to eco-conscious. What does it mean? Being eco-conscious means always thinking about how your actions affect the environment. Means environmentally aware, green-minded, earth-friendly, conservation-minded, paying attention to conservation, being friend to earth, being friend to the green world. So if you are eco-conscious, you actively think about how your actions impact the environment, how your actions impact the green world, and you make choices to minimize that harm. Awareness and responsibility. Okay, let's put these into practice. Buying a reusable bottle is an eco-conscious decision. So we have eco-conscious person with eco-conscious decisions. Next, I've had enough of companies pretending to be green. Just pretending, just lying, fabricating, faking. I only buy from truly eco-conscious brands now. So if you know eco-conscious brands, if you follow them, just buy from eco-conscious brands, environmentally friendly brands. Subscribe now and equip yourself with the language needed for success in the nature world. Quiz for smart people. After the rain, the path was covered in thick brown. This substance. It's a kind of mud. A thick mud. Thick and wet mud called a sludge. It's an unpleasant matter. So let's put this into practice. A sludge It's synonym to muck, to ooze, to mud, to sediment, to gunk, to goo. We can use a sludge and all these for the thing that we saw in the previous slide. Sludge is often thick, it's soft, it's wet, it's a very unpleasant substance. It is often the waste of product from industrial processes, or sewage treatment can be highly polluting. We have toxic sludge, we have industrial sludge. After rains, every path covers in thick sludge. So sludge is something that you see after rains. And it's something that you see here in this picture. Sludge, the eco-conscious activists protested the factory dumping toxic sludge. Toxic sludge here in this picture. Dumping toxic sludge into the river, fearing it would destroy the fish. So this factory is dumping its toxic sludge, its waste, into the river, and these workers are all eco-conscious activists protesting against this policy of the factory, because this policy is killing the fish in the river. Quiz question, the next question. The artist sat by the river to create a blank of the valley. Okay, what is this beautiful picture? What is it? This is a landscape painting. The artist is creating a landscape painting. He is sitting and making a creative art. And it means the treasure box scenic painting. It means countryside painting. It means topographical painting. These are all synonyms to landscape painting, the thing that you see in the picture. Scenic painting, countryside painting, topographical painting. These are all synonyms to landscape painting. We always practice every word in a sentence. I've had enough of these city noises. Looking at this peaceful landscape painting makes me feel calm. City noises and calm in landscape painting. Contrast. I've had enough of. This is something that we say when we want to complain about something. If you wish to complain about things, watch this video like a pro. Watch this video. The astronauts thought the moon was completely blank before they landed. They thought nobody was living on the land. They thought the land was unsettled. They thought that the land was uninhabited, not populated. Continuing the story. Well, the eco-conscious person joined a group to do a cleanup action, walking in a river full of toxic sludge. The water was lethally polluted. Now, heartbroken, she looked up at the hillside, once the subject of a famous landscape painting. But it wasn't as beautiful and picturesque view now. Now scared by a hidden waste pipe spewing more filth. Following the pipe led her to a shockingly uninhabited valley, the factory used as its secret dumping ground, devoid of all life. Now we are exploring and venturing uninhabited territories. We are also exploring uninhabited territories of English for vocabulary treasure. So let's continue. Uninhabited means unpopulated, vacant, desolate. An uninhabited place has no people living there. It could be a remote island, a vast desert, or a deep forest, or even an abandoned building. These are all can be uninhabited, means vacant, without any people living in them. Anywhere devoid of permanent human. Unsettled. Un means not, and inhabited means lived in. So uninhabited means not lived in. So it's a place that people don't live there. Examples: Robinson Crusoe, shipwrecked on an uninhabited island, a vacant and dissolute island, had to rely entirely on the bountiful resources of nature to survive. A stark test of resilience. It's from the book Robinson Crusoe. And the meaning of bountiful means plentiful resources. And finally, the rainforest has a blank variety of plants and animals. Variety, it wants to say abundant, plentiful, many. So we have the word bountiful, meaning plentiful. Abundant, plentiful, and copious are the synonym to bountiful. It is a positive word. We mostly use it when we have diversity and variety. So back to our story. Following the pipe led her to a shockingly uninhabited valley, the factory used as its secret dumping ground, devoid of all life. Now, the end of this story, Sora realized true change meant fighting not just for pretty views, but for the very laws protecting Earth's bountiful yet fragile resources. We have bountiful resources, we have bountiful harvest from such hidden destruction. So the ultimate thing that we get from this story is that we need to fight the laws that are against this green earth. And let's review. Eco-conscious means an activist, like an activist who fights for the rights of the earth, the green world, environmentalist. Sludge is that thick, unpleasant and wet mud. Landscape painting means scenic painting. Uninhabited means unsettled, and bountiful means plentiful. If this video helped you to improve your English, show some love, subscribe button, and hit the thumb up. Share this video with your friends, and follow me in my other videos. So until next video, so long.